When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, the Missouri Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Coming out with it, it's Sands. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage. This offense has it with really good field position. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
On the run, it's Morton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Ncaa. A little screen to the running back. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Kentucky right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Battle. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The corners are walked up tight. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Looking for the end zone. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st and 10 coming up. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially. But
oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. No huddle offense to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. Powers through. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to score here and take this down and have a good drive, and then the defense needs to pull their weight a little bit too.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down to make sure that's an incompletion.
Fakes the grab. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get...
Makes the grab. Got the conversion and still going. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few.
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play. The quarterback down at the 26. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. That is no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe moves.
Breaks away in the middle. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He leaves it with his back. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It is good. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
This defense knew coming in the offense was going to try to test them. They were going to try to take some shots vertically down the field. Defense was ready for that one.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Running back searching for a hole. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
These corners going to give them some space. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Calls his own number. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Missouri!
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Kentucky 6.
Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Handoff to the lone back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Sets up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Working that left side now. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Got it behind the line. It's Battle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
35, Kentucky 6.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. One of the most valuable things a quarter... Have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Got the back over the middle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll take it on the return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the option. He'll pitch it. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes a catch on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. Firing deep. It's caught. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate.
That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Right back to it. Gets it past the marker. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. Power football with the run. Oh, better look out. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.